Whenever the year ends, it's standard practice for people to sit around and do some introspection, think about the highs and the lows of the year that they just finished. And 2022 was a very, very interesting year for me. One of the biggest reasons why it's such an interesting year is, of course, being invited to join the G3 podcast. Now, I spent the past few days, during the winter break, if you can call it that, thinking about the G3 podcast and what it means to be a part of such an esteemed group of individuals. I realized one very specific detail about them or us as a group. After doing all of these events, the year was filled with them, of course, starting from ToyCon all the way up to RetroCon, the RGCP events, ESGS, of course, the big one. And I was watching all of the videos that we did, and there's only one real solid conclusion that I can come up with. It's that the G3 podcast, all of the members, us as a group, we're exactly like Twice. Now, to those who may not know, Twice is a very, very popular K-pop group, and I'm a big fan. As you guys may be wondering, that's insane. No way. The G3 guys are like the best K-pop group of all time. But bear with me for a bit. Let's look at each individual member. Of course, let's start with the big three, BJ, Notch, and Captain Mike. Okay, BJ is the default leader of the group. He may not have started this, but he has proven to be our, main guy. He is the boss. He is the leader, and we all respect him and will follow him through the depths of hell, which makes him Gio, who is the group's leader. She's God Gio. She is amazing. The leader of Twice, the respected leader who can do everything and anything to make sure the group succeeds. That's BJ.
Itong hayop na to. Tandaan niyo mga kaibigan.
Now, I've mentioned this before in a previous episode that Notch, Chino,
Sakit ng katawang ko, babe.
is the heart and soul of G3. He is always at the forefront. He always has something funny to say. He is an attention grabber, and he does deserve the attention because he, again, is
The champion.
the heart and soul of the group, which is why I believe he is Nayon, which is the center of the group, the centerpiece of Twice, always at the forefront, always thrilling crowds or amazing performances. So Chino is Nayon. And then we have Captain Mike, our technical guy. He makes sure that all of the videos, both live and pre-recorded, they run smoothly, they look good. All of our audio sounds amazing.
At nakamute na naman siya, mga kaibigan. As always.
Minute ako.
Captain Mike is, aside from his age,
So,
Tumigil
sila
ka,
Padre Dama,
tumigil.
so...
Tumigil ka. Parang pile.
he's basically the dad that watches over all of us. And with that, he is Jonghyun, who is also considered the group's mother. She takes care of everyone, makes sure everyone is doing well and happy. So, Captain Mike is Jonghyun. Now we're done with the big three of the G3 guys. Let's go on ahead and discuss the matinee line, which is our youngest members. Of course, we have the officially the youngest guy in the group that appears regularly on camera. It's General Tuna.
Let's go!
So Jazz it's again, aside from being the youngest, he's got a specific style about him. He is also renowned as a master rapper of shoutcasting, or whatever that is. I don't know. I'm very ignorant about these things. But Jazz, very cool guy, very stylish, youngest member, and of course, he is Chaeyoung, Twice's little cub. She is also their main rapper, and the comparisons are just very, very obvious here.
And sagot nila, pareho lang yan.
Then we have another young member of G3, and it's Stanley Yoshida. He doesn't appear in our regular podcasts, but he's always there making comments. He's also the regular streamer of G3. Like almost every day he's streaming him playing games, and we love him for it. Stanley, of course, reflects one of the youngest members of Twice, which is Chewy. Because like Stanley, or like Chewy, Stanley is, he's very quiet. He doesn't say a lot of things. And he's also unbelievably tall, which took us by surprise. So Stanley, this is you. You are Chewy.
What's up, everybody? This is Yoshida from Yoshida page.
Let's go on to our overseas members. We have Bing, who's in the US, and Bing is obviously Sana. Because Bing and Sana are both arguably the prettiest members of their groups.
Anong laro maliban sa apoy? Ano yun? Ano yun?
The respective groups. Bing is obviously the prettiest one of J3, only closely followed by me. And Sana is, of course, a lot of people would make the same claim. So Bing is Sana. Now on to the Middle East. We have Palit's Charlie Palito. Lee is, of course, characterized by his passion for the things that he likes and, of course, the things that he hates.
Mike, wala kang kwenta, wala ka pang sagot.
For someone who got 20, you have a lot of balls, man.
This is evident in all of our episodes when he would go on either a rant or a praise fest in something that he feels so strongly about, which is something that we admire.
Kasi yung Resident Evil Netflix talaga na
Or at least I don't want to speak for anyone else. But Twice has Dayun, who is also very, very emotional. She's prone to outbursts of joy, of anger, and she does it in a very entertaining way. So does Lee when he does one of his, when he loses his shit. So Lee is Dayun.
Gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyong apat.
Yes, sir.
Back to the Philippines, we have, of course, Trickster. He has a specific, distinctive skill set that is signature his. Like, he's very good at correcting people and supplying the correct information. And his viewpoints are always based on the things that he knows.
But just because we were on a losing streak last night doesn't mean you have to put that shit on.
And the things that he doesn't know, he's willing to find out. He's also really, really good at gaming. He is, he's and Chino's not going to like this, but he is our champion. He when it comes to games, it's this guy.
Ako naman lagi masama sa inyo eh!
Now, when it comes to Twice and dancing, it's Momo. She's considered to be the dancing machine. So Trix and Momo have that in common. They are both very, very good at the specific things that they do. So Trix is Momo. And finally, of course, there's me. And it's very obvious. The final member of Twice left. I don't have her picture, unfortunately, but I am obviously Mina. Mina is a very classy, reserved individual, very cultured. She's a ballerina. I'm a comedian. It's very obvious. It's almost the same thing.
I have decided to go on adventures so I can continue what I do best, which is murdering other races. Now,
I'm sure the G3 guys know me as the calm voice of reason, always there to just provide a peaceful insight.
So ano gusto mo? Gusto mo medal?
On all things. Same thing with Mina. She is very classy, and I think I am, in terms of the G3 guys, the epitome of class.
Sumadjake?
Ayoko mahingi pero hindi ako tatanggi.
There you have it. That has been my assessment of G3. Now, like here on my first year, possibly my last year as a member of the group.
I had fun with you guys. G3. It's been a good time. Mamimiss ko kayo lahat.
Of course, with everything that's happened in 2022 and with all of the exciting things that are rumored to be coming up in 2023, I have to say that before the year ends that I am very, very, very happy to be a fan of Twice. Thanks everyone and Happy New Year.